guys, welcome to Thursday Thoughts with Damaris. I thought this out, and if I'm going to start posting some long form YouTube videos, I probably should post it horizontally, not vertically, because vertical is kind of annoying to watch it with. Today we are talking about some things I've learned from my 23rd year of life. I just turned 24 this weekend, which is crazy scary, but I feel like pretty good, honestly. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's get started with number one. Nobody cares. And what I mean by that is not that your loved ones don't care about you or people don't genuinely care. It's just that the people around you that you're worried about and constantly like, oh, what if they think this? What if they think that? Nobody cares because everyone is too busy figuring their own thing out. You don't have to worry so much about people's approval or the way they look at you because of a choice you made. Nobody really cares. So keep pursuing what you want to do. And that's kind of that. Nobody cares. I changed up the lighting a little bit because it was too dark. But number two, you don't have to have everything figured out. And that's relieving because I put so much pressure to, like, within myself to have everything figured out, have everything laid out like it was a plan, as if life can be planned. But you don't have to. Nobody has that way. Like, even the people that are, like, in my eyes, like, grown adults don't have everything figured out. And I'm like, oh, wait, like, I put so much, like, time and effort trying to figure things out that I realize I don't have to have everything figured out. Because things line up when they need to be, right? If you trust God, the universe, whatever you believe in, everything pretty much lines up for you. So you don't have to have everything figured out. Number three, and I say this all the time, but be picky with the people you're around. You do not need to be around all these negative people because there's no gain for you. I always have to explain, probably overly explain how I feel about this, but if you're not gaining from a relationship, why are you in one? And I don't mean materialistic. I don't mean that you have to be friends with smart people only because you need to gain knowledge. Like, no, you should have a range of people that you're around. But, excuse me, I'm gonna yawn and I'm not gonna edit this out because I'm gonna flow. You should be around people that you're gonna benefit from energy-wise. You're gonna feel good leaving when you guys hang out. You're gonna benefit from these people supporting you because you want supportive people around you when you're trying to make good changes for your life. Why would you be around a bunch of people who are going to pray on your downfall or hope you don't change because they liked you better when you didn't? You know, like, that's not a friendship or relationship worth keeping if there's no actual benefit at the end of the day. Number four, I think, is about my favorite blog I've probably written is how could I be insecure if I'm capable of so much? And I had said that out loud one time. I was looking at myself in the mirror. It was after I already had ran 6 miles. I was training for a half marathon. And I wasn't happy with the way I looked. And I had said that out loud. And I was like, wait, like, that's a bar. Like, I'm living by that, actually. But it was just, like, profound of me to think that way because I have always struggled with body image issues, as many people do, and that's how the media rolls, is you're constantly insecure. You always want something you don't have, when instead you should be grateful. Like, I'm grateful for what my body is capable of. I'm not, just because I don't have a six-pack and I don't have freaking toned everywhere, everything, doesn't mean I'm not worthy of less. And so changing my mindset around that had helped me a lot. And it just, like, it built a confidence. It built an affirmation in my head telling myself, like, how could I be insecure right now? I just benched 180. Like, that's crazy as a woman to be able to do that. I'm able to walk however many miles. Not many people can walk, you know, like, breaking these things down. How could you be insecure if you're capable of so much? Which maybe I'll just make a separate video on this alone because I can keep spouting out information about this, but truly that was one of my biggest lessons from 23. Number 5 is continue educating yourself always. There are so many things that you don't know that is so beneficial to know. Like, get interested in some topic and dive deep into it. There's always room for learning, and like I had graduated and thought like, well, there's, what else could I do? Mind you, like I work in marketing. That alone is constantly moving, let alone my life. Like I had taken some like self-development courses, I guess, and I learned so much over the course of like over half a year or so. And it sparked my passion for other things. And that's what learning does. It's supposed to spark passions for you. So consistently finding ways to learn in any area in your life is so beneficial all around, I guess. Number 6 is get a mentor. I didn't have a mentor throughout like college, high school, all of that. Like I had coaches, I had good adults in my life, but I never labeled anyone as a mentor. Nowadays, I have quite a few mentors for like different reasons, and it's helped me a lot. Just, they're friends, but they're also people that know more than you, and you want to learn from them just as much as they're learning from you, in some kind of way. And so I think it's really important, especially when you're in your early 20s, to get a mentor or to find a few different mentors so that you can get help with some guidance and understanding and solving problems. I think it's helped me a lot with relationships and friendships and like work things and trying to do new things and trying to do this where I'm trying to post my blogs outwardly on every social media handle you could think of. And like it was nice to have a mentor. So, and I still have mentors, but I think it's a nice reminder to, it's okay to ask for help from other people. So find yourself a mentor, learn from them. Like I said in the 5th one. Number 7, find hobbies. Especially when you're younger than 23, find things that you are kind of getting into or starting to have a passion for, because I never realized how much time I had like after work, and I was like, wow, what should I do now? And it's like trying to navigate that. Okay, what are things that I like to do? Cool, let's do more of that. I had started digging into that as I was playing college softball, because like you really don't have that much time, but when you do, you kind of want to do something more fun than being on your phone or taking a nap sometimes. So I'd say that's where I started really diving into what I want to do after college and what I want to do more of, I guess. And now in adulthood, I have like a giant laundry list of things that I want to do and I'm passionate about. So I highly suggest navigating hobbies while you're younger so that you don't have to go through the crisis when you're older and you're bored and your kids graduate and you have nothing else to do. Get hobbies. It is very important to get a few good hobbies in your life. Hobbies are really, really good for your mental health, for taking good care of yourself, and just conversation starters even. It's fun to find little relations with other people who may be interested in something that you've been interested in. So that's another reason why you should have a bunch of hobbies. Number 8 is having a well-established morning and night routine. My morning routine to a T, every single morning I do the same things. And I love it because I am such a habitual person. I crave discipline in every little area of my life. So my mornings are fantastic. And it's also something that you can control for the most part, like unless you have outside forces constantly bugging you. Having a morning routine is so important because that's the beginning of your day. That determines how good or bad your day goes. Night routine, it's the same. I'm still working on that personally because I don't have great sleep habits. But it's a work in progress. At least I know I need to work on it. So night routine, that includes getting off work, getting off school, getting off sports, whatever that is. Have an established night routine as well, because that's another thing that you can control for the most part. So 2 things you can control is how you start your day and how you end your day. And I say for the most part because there are outside factors. I understand that. But that was something I really learned and tried to hone in on when I turned 23. Number 9, find more ways to go outside. touch some grass, truly. I never realized how important it was for me to go outside until I started walking during my lunch, like little time. I would just walk around the city a little bit, and I'm like, wow, this makes me feel amazing. Like, I feel refreshed. There's science behind why you should be outside. And so when I was training for the half marathon, when I go on walks with friends, hikes, whatever, going outside has helped so much with my mental health. It sucks right now because it's so cold outside, but I think spend more time outside, and especially some extra bonus points if you can go outside with no headphones and you're alone. That's where it's like you get to think out loud, you get to do whatever. So go outside, find more ways to be outside. Number 10, always be full of gratitude. I pulled up this quote. If you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. And if you're grateful, you'll attract more of it. Truly, that depicts everything that I would try to put in a giant paragraph and overtalk and overshare. But ever since I've brought a lot more gratitude, why I use this journal to write down my gratitudes, my manifestations, my affirmations, it sets a tone for the rest of my day. Once I start with gratitudes, I know I'm going to have a good day. Find ways to be grateful. It was kind of like the how could you be insecure if you're capable of so much. Find gratitude in that. Find gratitude in every little thing you have, because somewhere out there, someone has less and someone wishes that they had your life. So not to say you should live through that. Like, I think you should have more whys than that. But there is another why there, because, you have so much to be grateful right in front of you. So there's no excuse. Find ways to be more grateful. There's reasons all around you. And that right there are my 10 things I've learned in my 23rd year of living. I've definitely learned more, but I don't want to hold everybody down. Otherwise, it'd be a documentary at this point. Like, I have so much to say. But yeah, now I'm 24, officially old. But thank you for staying by. Like and subscribe. Tweet me. Don't tweet me. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Peace and love.